Hey everybody, and welcome to AJS News. This is the first video of the last quarter of 2020, and if we're playing against 2020, let's hope they play like the Falcons. So,
yes,
I ain't gonna lie, 2020 had us in the first half.
First half,
but
first
hopefully,
three quarters.
hopefully we kick their ass for the next half. Guys, I'm happy to announce we have a brand new sponsor. This one I'm very excited about. I went out after them to get them signed because it's something that I use every single day, and I know you're going to love it. Check it out.
What's wrong with you?
my back hurts. Oh.
What is that? What are you smuggling back there?
What are you talking about, my wallet? What do you mean?
What is this? You have receipts for everything you've ever purchased in here.
Just in case.
Are these $2 bills? Why do you only have $2 bills?
And it's an investment, okay? Don't stop.
Is this Vietnamese dong?
Well, some massage parlors only accept those.
Whoa, we planning for a busy weekend?
Well, Costco's having a great deal. I couldn't pass it up.
This Costco's card expired 2 years ago.
Can you just put everything back, please? Jeez.
Look, you need to get rid of most of this crap. Upgrade your wallet, man. It's 2020. Here, check this out. It's my extra wallet. It's sleek, it's not gonna hurt your back, carries everything that you need, pops everything up.
That is pretty cool.
Guys, check out how cool it is up close. Here's the extra wallet. It's so sleek. It's so cool. You can use this box wallet design. Flip up your cards. You can easily grab them. It is just, I get so many compliments out when I use this wallet. And guys, I've actually been using this wallet for the past year. Here is the one that I've been using for a year. I wanted to make sure that it held up to the test of time because I loved it so much. I would never, ever go back to those big, bulky wallets. I don't know what you got now, but I do think you deserve an upgrade, and this one I can give a badass seal of approval to. Click those links below if you want 20% off at extra.com/Angry Joe Show. So it's a difficult name to say. I've never got it right. It's Ekster. Ekster, which is named after a Dutch magpie. It's two Dutch guys that made basically a badass box wallet.
And it's incredible. I mean, they're this one's aluminum. The leather one's the brand new aluminum.
This is the coolest shit. This is the only reason why. Okay,
one.
so I was looking at people's sponsors. People do like Ridge Wallet and they do all the others. So I bought a bunch of them off Amazon. Joe can attest to this. I did it last year because I was like, oh, should we go with Ridge or what you do? I fell in love with this wallet. I've been using it for the past year. You can see it's worn and stuff, but it wears pretty nicely. And it's just cool as hell. Every time I whip it out, I get, comments. They're like, oh, that's so cool, like it automatically comes out with these cards. It just makes you feel like a badass. And it sort of consolidates your wallet so you're not so freaking messy like
if
this
your
guy.
wallet looks like this, it may be time for an
The
upgrade.
hell is that, Joe?
Yeah.
Why do you have so many condoms? Why do you need 12 condoms?
They had a sale.
You think you're going to use all those?
You buy in bulk. You save.
Guys,
Duh.
of all the products I promoted, I use this one the most. Well, actually, I sit on this every day. I do this.
We use everything to
We
promote.
use everything that we partner up with, and this is cool as fuck. So thank you to Ekster. I had to convince them to be with this because, they were like, I don't know. We've not really done YouTube before. And they did a few, ads that just show up, and it did well for them. So now these are direct promotions. Guys, check it out. They're a great cost. They're not overpriced. So check the links down below. We get a % off at
extra.com/Angry
Joe Show. Got our own landing page, guys. Switch your wallet. This one you're gonna thank me. I've been using it for a year. Sweet. Let's get to the news.
All right. Well, last week we talked about EA and their advertisement, and they had put an ad. They've been using this ad for a while, right? It's teaching. It's like the step-by-step process and how to enjoy FIFA and how it's not a complete game and you have to buy things to make it fun or something. And they put it in a kids magazine, and everyone gave them a ton of crap for it because it's completely inappropriate to advertise this kind of stuff.
Are you saying that EA was advertising gambling to children?
Yeah.
There must be more. God wills it!
God wills it! There must be more!
At least I like that soundbite.
God wills it!
It's a better soundbite.
I got the soundbite, guys. The soundboard is ready. Here, do this one. Ready? And
Are you out of your mind?
why do I sound so like slowed down? I think the soundboard slows it down.
Are you out of your mind?
I can record this and then I can put it on the soundboard, so I can just do it now. Are you out of your mind? And then I could press it.
Are you out of your mind?
Like,
Sorry.
hey, we got custom sounds. Just wanted to say it's been weeks. We've been trying these boards. I think I've settled on the Zoom just because the monitoring is a little bit better. But we're still probably going to use this downstairs or with the board games, so no problems. And we can take advantage of both, guys. All right, so and as you can see here, we got the green screen.
Finally got it in.
I don't know if it's working right. We'll have to see in post once we edit this thing together, this guy. And, yeah. So, back to EA
Hopefully.
being freaking dicks. Oh, that's one that hasn't gotten popular yet, but that was Bapayas.
Don't
OJ
It's a new
is
phrase I'm
Bap-ass.
trying to popularize. It's
Don't.
coming in a video. It's going to be our Mafia video. Not a review, but just a video. Bapayas.
OJ
When
is
something
Bap-ass.
cool happens, when something dumb happens, when something crazy happens.
It's badass.
Bapayas. He meant to say badass.
But he meant to write badass, but he could do.
But it was.
All right.
Bapayas.
Yeah. All right. Back to the story.
Yes.
So EA was advertising to children, and then everyone gave them shit. They had been using this advertisement for a long time and had been showing up in industry magazines for a while. But this one was specifically targeted at kids because it's not a toy magazine. They got a lot of shit. And so EA got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. And so, of course, they're like, we admit to inappropriate FIFA ad and placement, and they are going to begin an immediate review of all future media placements, which means nothing. They're just upset, mad they got caught.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
we'll
So
see
we've
if
had
that.
it for a while, so.
They're not going to do anything about it. Now, this is a particularly interesting time with this type of advertisement because right now, during this period of time, the UK is still collecting information based on this loot boxes and how it could potentially impact kids. So this was a really dumb play for EA to put this in that kids
like, oh,
magazine
thank
because
you.
this is
All
just
fucking time.
giving the opposition more ammunition is not what you want during this period of time. Now, I hope they get punished for it. But the cynic that I am, and having lived for a while, and you read the news, and you're just like, well, they're not going to get punished because they
No.
never get punished for it. So
No, they got
hopefully this is the
Great
time.
money. They got great lawyers, so.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
anything, slap on the wrist. Don't
Highly
do it
ethical
again.
and very fun surprise mechanics. So, according to their rep, we have undertaken an immediate review of all future media placements and are working to ensure each of our marketing efforts better reflects the responsibility we take for the experience of our younger players. And then so it's just like, that is just diarrhea coming out
Terrible.
of it's
Fucking
just like
terrible.
they need none of it. And so that's the update to the story. People asked us about it, and we covered it a little bit last week, but there's the update. Speaking of updates,
I think we're peaking a little bit. I'm on it. I'm working on
you're
it.
working on it.
Yeah.
We've been talking a little about Epic and Apple, and by little I mean we talk about it all the time. And
All
there's
the
little updates. Now this one is not really an update, but it kind of it made me giggle a little bit while reading the story because it says Epic and Apple
We gotta
declined.
get this every fucking week,
Yes,
Alex.
yes, we
God
are.
Damn it.
Well, they declined trial by jury, and so
There must be war.
God wills it. There must be a story on Epic versus Apple every fucking
every
week.
week.
There must be
How,
war.
how do I stop? Okay, there you go.
Oh no,
There
There
must
you go.
be
It's
war.
off. It's off.
God wills it.
It's off.
It's off.
Okay. So they've declined trial by jury. So immediately my mind went to they're doing trial by combat. I want to see Tim Sweeney and Tim Cook
I
fight
would love
to the death.
see it.
I demand a trial by combat.
But it's not going to happen. It just means that the judge said we'll do it by jury, which I thought would benefit Epic because they're doing a really big smear campaign. They're trying to get people to say Apple's the evil corporation. But both companies apparently wanted to have a judge decide the case for them in this big antitrust suit.
Yeah.
Again, it's a big deal. It looks like Epic has a huge uphill battle. But we'll keep updating you every week.
I'd rather them do what you were saying, like American Gladiator with the polls.
Exactly.
See
I want to see them
whoever
fight each other.
wins.
I absolutely want to see them fight each other.
Yeah.
All right. In outrage news of the week, Insomniac recast Peter Parker's for the face in Spider-Man. are you playing with his hair?
Oh, it looks like somebody fucked your haircut up, Joe, or it's just poking directly out like you got a tail. But then I realized, oh, that's the way it is.
Yeah, I got pushed back right now. Gotta get.
I like that. The hair looks good. Yeah, it looks good too. My hair, I need to go to the barber. Sorry. Ready, go.
Distraction.
One more soundbite I haven't used yet.
It took me like 4 hours to beat it. It's 4 hours long. It's downright disgusting. 4 hours. Bullshit. God.
That background music though.
Stop making me play bad games.
Yeah, that was Kane and Lynch, where 4 hours began. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Insomniac is recasting the model for Peter Parker, and then everyone was losing their mind.
Maybe I'm getting older, but I don't give a fucking shit.
I don't care at all.
Now, if it was, like, I don't know if they used the actor Tom Holland in the original one, and then they changed it from Tom Holland to some generic-ass motherfucker, then yeah, I can understand why. It's like, hey, that's disrespectful to Tom Holland. But in fact, this new one kind of looks more like Tom Holland.
Yeah. So according to Insomniac, they said we love working with John Bubniak on the original game. However, to get a better match to Peter Parker Spider-Man actor Yuri Lowenthal's facial capture, we have cast Ben Jordan to be the face model for Peter Parker on the PS5 console. He looks incredible in game, and Yuri's moving performances take on a new life. People were really upset about it, like constantly messaged. Like,
I guess from an actor standpoint, you can be like, man, what the fuck? Like, I'm putting all this work, put in the body work, and now you're gonna put this man's head on my body.
He's prettier. So, is Tom not going to get any royalties because it kind of looks like him?
Well, you didn't get any royalties for Monster Hunter World.
That's true. So, my next question is, why didn't they get lookalikes for the Avengers? Technically,
they're not.
It is not Chris. It is not Robert. It is these guys. They look kind of similar.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Joe.
Those characters were perfect. You can't speak poorly about that game. Troy Baker's going to come after you.
That's true. Dang it.
Yeah, he's going to Teddy Roosevelt you.
Sorry, Troy.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump into some of the bad news. This is one of the bigger stories of the week. CD Projekt Red is enforcing mandatory crunch on Cyberpunk 2077. So that was something that launched at the beginning.
I replaced the booze.
So there's no more booze.
Shit.
We'll
I'll put the booze back. I didn't mean that. I thought the buttons right.
We're still getting it worked out.
There must be war. God, what is it? We're not ready. We're not ready to declare war. Basically a few of these, but you're not going to get very many.
Well, they had promised before that, way earlier in the year, they're like, look, we've got plenty of time. We're not going to institute mandatory crunch. Yeah. There's going to be options to work on nights and weekends, compensated based on Polish a law. They're like, look, we pay people for this crunch time versus in the United States, if you don't know. If you're on crunch time for a company like...
their crunch time is different.
It's different. It's paid.
In addition, almost every video game company goes through some kind of crunch, and recently they're trying to work it out to where they don't have to do a crunch.
Yeah.
But of course, that's going to extend, development time, and then plus you have to understand we also went through a pandemic, and that also slows down development time as well. I would personally say, look, CD Projekt Red, this is really shitty. It feels shitty. It sounds shitty towards the people. You promised, and fuck, when I promise something on the internet, people never let me fucking hear the end of it.
That's why you don't do it.
Well, actually, I never did it, but they just make up the word promise for me, and then it happens, right? Exactly. But y'all guys are so much chiller now. Like, I'm so glad that nobody's like fucking screaming at us for 15 goddamn angry reviews. Thank you. In my 12th year, you guys have chilled a little bit. But we shouldn't chill on something like this. We should say, look, just delay it again. I know.
How dare you?
I know. You just peaked like a motherfucker. I know.
Well, I should have.
Here's the thing. Is it really that big of a deal? Yeah.
But like another month?
So
I don't mind.
This is a complex issue because if this had been like who's notorious? If this had been like
Everything
Rockstar,
cool is going to be in 2021 anyway. Fuck this year. Let's get out of here.
so if this had been Rockstar, we would have been up in arms about it, especially if they had promised and do all these other things. So it's a complicated thing because like I'm sitting down thinking about how I feel about this. One, it is super shitty to do mandatory ones when you were doing optional ones before. It is, and you promised that you weren't going to do it. You hired hundreds of new people. You built this giant new campus. You have all this funding. You're the largest video game company in Europe.
Yeah.
You'd think that if you had been planning on doing something, you would have simply hired more people to help your team rather than force people to miss out on their families for nights and weekends over this period of time.
Yeah.
So there is that side of it. And then there's also the side that, look, CD Projekt Red does take care of their employees. They do offer them compensate. Well, they're forced to offer them compensation. They do give them bonuses based on the games that come out. So it's okay to be pissed off at them, but I think it's also okay to be like, look, if you're going to do it, which we will, we're going to slap you on the wrist for, at least you're doing it in the right way. You're being forced to do it in the right way, where you're paying people to do it. So this is something that I imagine the comments are going to be like, this is mandatory if they want to get the game out on time, but you're upset. And then some people are, it's just...
You can't
It's a
please everyone.
damn fucking shame. It's shameful.
It is.
Shameful.
It does suck. It sucks for everyone kind of involved with this situation. I'm sure it wasn't an easy decision for them. Now,
no.
the good news, you want the good news, is that Cyberpunk 2077 has gone gold. We're done. We finished.
They did it with
Finish-ish.
with the crunch time.
So, as of yesterday, CD Projekt Red has announced that Cyberpunk 2077 has officially gone gold. And so, if you don't know, gold is like it's traditionally like done. Now, in modern games, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're done. It just means that they can get the discs out, send them all to people, and there'll probably be a day one patch to fix some of the little tweakings. But that just means that the vast majority of the work is done and maybe just some polishing. So, if you were worried that it was going to get delayed into December, I don't think you have very much to worry about. It looks like we're going to hit it exactly on the, November 19th, which is a day that we are all very excited for.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Yeah.
When did this game get announced? This game got announced years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a long time coming.
There was some development going on.
Yeah.
Design directions changing, or not really changing, but just kind of fluctuating and then deciding, let's go in that direction.
Yeah.
And I felt it when we went to E3. The one year that we saw it at E3, like the first time they ever showed it off, I was there. And, after the session, there was a lot of, what'd you think? And like a real specific, like, tell us, exactly what you thought of that. And did you like this and that? And I think they just took all that feedback and really put that in development. And I like it when they do that kind of stuff.
When they listen to
When they listen to, a wider variety of audience outside their studio. Because a lot of companies that just studio, release the game. This one was, we got some ideas. We want to make this right. We want the fans to be happy. Put it at E3. Get, 500, I don't know how many people went through there.
Probably a lot.
10,000, 20,000 people and got all their feedback and then tweaked the game from there. I think that was probably cool and something that definitely helped development, but made it a little longer in terms of total development time.
Yeah, it's always interesting when games go through really, really long development times, especially in the last couple of years as the graphics engines get better and better and better and better. So like some of the work they had done 6 years ago was on an engine that is irrelevant today than if you put out a product. I mean, if you were not Bethesda and you put out a product and that everyone would give you shit for it.
Yeah.
But, and they're people that like to make. CD Projekt is a company that likes to make sure they put out things that look good. So I'm really excited for it, and it's actually really good news. I'm glad that it went gold because I was one of those people who was worried that it's like, well, does it get pushed to the beginning of December? Does it get pushed
It wouldn't
to
surprise me.
January, February? But very excited that we're going to get Cyberpunk at the end of this year. So last quarter looking pretty good.
Sweet.
All right. Well, that's what we got for this video. Make sure you check out the second AJS news video.
Yes. And then also big thanks to our sponsors for finally answering my emails, caving into my wants. Because I know there are some of you guys out there that need to replace your wallet like me. Okay. I had the wallet was falling apart everywhere. Here's the thing. I had a bunch of bad habits. I would keep a bunch of fucking things that I didn't fucking need. And so when I got rid of it all, when I was using all these other wallets, there's a, famous, like, expensive one, and then I bought some cheap Chinese ones, and then I bought this one, and I swear to God, this is the one that I was like some of these other companies wanted to work with us, but I went out to Extra because I was like, please, look, these other companies are working out there, and, they're on YouTube, and, people actually switch their wallets because once they get this, I've been happy with it, super happy with it.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's good freaking price too.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yes.
seriously, something
Everything's
that I
20%
use
off right now.
every fucking day, get compliments about it all the time. Check it out, a box wallet. Now, the only thing about it, that's the drawback, and I'll be honest with you, is it's only going to do 5, maybe 6 cards max. If you got more than 5 or 6 cards, there might be other options on the website.
Or you put them in here.
Oh yeah, there are other pockets.
You put the cards that you don't use here, and then the ones that you use all the time.
I
are there.
actually use, at first I thought, okay, I'm going to switch to one of those other wallets, but those other wallets, it's very minimalist, but I need the receipts because every once in a while I'll go and I'll return something. Like, for example, I'm holding on to this because that IKEA furniture is quite flimsy. So I might want to return that IKEA furniture.
Once you build
so
it, it's permanent.
I have one receipt.
It cannot move it.
Yeah, don't move
They
it.
better come over here, pick that up. And then, my little Randalls, get percent offs at the grocery store and just slip right in there. Guys, seriously, use it every day. You're going to fucking love it. Seriously. Click those links down below. You get a % off. It was already a great price. And, yeah, check it out. All right. So, yeah, definitely see
Video
number 2. And let me know what kind of, I am formally asking you what sound effects that I was. But see, this soundboard, the Rode, has a button where I can switch the rows. So I can go through like 24. This one, I'm limited to 6.
Oh, no.
And this one, I can control the volume. This one, I have to make sure the volume is just right over there because, as you see, some of these are really fucking loud and others aren't. But anyway, so end the show.
It took me like
Oh, no, you broke it. Whatever shall we do?
No, I didn't break it. All right, guys. Bye. See, that's way too loud. I can't play it.
is.
All right. Anyways, thank y'all so much. I was going to do like a little outro song, but I got to play with this more. That one's a little more user-friendly, but so far we like the monitoring in this one better. Thank you for sticking with our learning on the fly and trying to make the show better for you guys. So, see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.